Sleepers Podcast, Wednesday, May 28th. Hi, Cart.
Hi, Greg.
You're firm today. What's that?
I'm saying I'm very firm today because I feel like you haven't answered for your sins.
What sins?
The sins that brought us to the point where you just came on the pod fitted. Like this is like you still haven't. We got on here at 9 a.m. this morning, and you just came on fitted. I asked you why you're fitted, and all I got was, "Well, I worked out this morning." That's dope. Good on you. I love when you're healthy. It's my favorite version of Greg. But you didn't explain to me why you just decided to come on fitted.
Well, Cart, when people important to you in your life have big announcements and take big career steps, you like to be there to support them, right? Like I'd imagine if Amir Williams was drafted in the NBA, you'd be at his NBA draft party, fitted, getting a fit
Yeah.
off, making sure you support him visually. Yaxel Lendeborg, my superstar star, was making an announcement today, so I thought it would make sense for me to show some solidarity and be on my, what do they call that? Like the tens. What's the phrase? Be on my
P's and
P's and
Q's.
Q's. I don't know. I wanted to look good for Yaxel.
Okay, we'll unpack that at a later date. Expel Lendenborg.
We've already gone through this, and I know how to spell his last name. Lendeborg. Lendeborg.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
Nice. What do you think his NIL shirt's gonna be? It's gonna be like some stupid ass cyborg. It's
No.
gonna be something.
Yeah.
Yaxel's Axles.
Yeah.
Anytime Yaxel scores 30, you get a free oil change at Hardball Jiffy Lube.
You should phone in with all of these ideas, Cart. I think it'd be great. They're probably looking for ways to promote their superstar.
Damn it.
I'm so happy.
I'm so pissed. I'm supposed to just like I just have to go on.
So to just tell our listeners, this broke like 10 minutes before we just started recording this. So we're still both fully trying to process it. We do have video reactions to this already up on the channel, including one where I sang another song. I wrote 2 songs today when I was at the gym at 5 in the morning.
I love that. I mean, look, you're a productive character. You're the best in the business. Is why you do what you do. I'm now fully leaning into the fact that I just need Jace to go before Danny, because that's what I'll be carrying on as my one small win for this
If,
draft season that I lost.
if Jace doesn't go before Danny, I'm going to be so insufferable. He's going to, though, right? He's Jace.
I pray so, but I don't know. Things aren't really turning up Carter Elliott lately.
Yeah, he is little. He's like 5'6" without shoes.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
But you play with shoes on. Should we get to the YouTube comment of the day? I can't do this, man.
No, you do whatever you want, and I'll just be along for the ride with you today.
Is it asking too much for you to let the people know that you got some shorts that go with the fit? Like, I feel like the shorts aren't getting the love they deserve.
Yeah, I don't want to stand up.
Yeah, well, you're wearing white shorts after Labor Day. I feel like that's not a thing. Someone
It's
told me.
not after Labor Day. Yesterday was
Oh,
Memorial
Memorial Day.
Day. This is, to be clear, this is the window for white shorts card. I got about 2 months, and I plan on using all of them.
Okay, white shorted up. That's dangerous, though.
What?
Let's.
Spills?
Yes, yeah. I'm a Spills guy, so let's
I've
see.
I've been prone to spill.
Yeah, I'm. Hey, I know. Um, let's see what we can do here for the YouTube comment of the day. Let's go. Okay, actually, I want to bring up this comment. It's not necessarily the comment, but the I guess the idea around the comment, which I think is funny. When someone like commits or someone like does something, and someone 2 minutes after is like, "Where's the video? Where's our video?" I know we set a precedent that we put out videos fast, which, by the way, this person was asking for a Carter Knox video. That's up on the channel, by the way. But the fact that people kind of expect us like 30 seconds after news drops to have a video ready to go, do we only have ourselves to blame for that? Are we that quick?
Sorry, I really tuned it completely out. Yaxel himself posted a minute-long hype video.
On where?
Twitter. Dog, I got Mo Wagner and Chris Webber clips right now. with a Tribe Called Quest instrumental playing. I got Trey Burke screaming and Yaxel mimicking his dribble moves.
Oh, is it? It's on his Twitter?
Yeah.
Oh God.
I mean, this is the most superstar-y superstar I've ever had.
I'll see you at the Chrysler Center. Go blue.
Is there any world where somebody was asking me this in the Discord? Is there any world where it's like a complete bust, underwhelming thing with Yaxel?
Yes, only because the expectations that I think are now kind of out there and in place.
What are those expectations? Because I'm excited about him. I think he's great. I'm obviously pumped, but I don't feel like the expectations have been all that unruly. I don't see anybody being like Michigan's third in the country. Yaxel's a national player of the year. Nobody's doing that.
I'm saying like, but I like top 10 team, like a top 10 team, that comes with some expectations being preseason top 10.
But like, as long as Michigan's not like awful, like North Carolina from last year, I don't think he's gonna be like a complete disaster, right?
Well, I'm
I don't
not even
know.
saying I don't think there's a world where Yaxel's not good. I'm talking about the disaster portion of it would be like team wise.
I guess if Yaxel's good, what we think he is, I think the team will be good. But maybe I'm wrong on that.
Yeah,
I
I
know
mean,
there's question marks.
I would bank on that more so than anything.
Someone in the Discord just framed it as like, well, the hype is so much, literally all he can do is underwhelm. And I was like, I don't think the hype's that crazy. Like,
This
has the hype been that crazy with him? I think the drama's
this
been
this
crazy.
video might be, yeah.
So I think the drama and like the celebrity nature of him has been crazy, but I don't think the hype of what he is or what the team is with him has been all that out of the realm of reality to me.
I mean, you said they should be in the national championship picture though, right?
But I think there's a huge difference between being like one of the favorites for that versus like on the periphery of it.
Mm.
Like I got Michigan like eighth. I don't think that's crazy.
Oh, you
I
do
don't
have? I thought they'd be five for you at least.
no.
No?
No, I got them like eighth. That's
Okay.
where
Yeah.
see, I think this whole time I think people have ranked Michigan as if they have Yaxel. And it would have
Hmm.
been a big drop if they lose him. And I don't think they're going to take like a big rising up the standings because he's been added to the fold now.
That's fair.
Maybe I'm wrong on that, but also like he's good. Like acting like all he can do is underwhelm. Like we're not predicting he's the national player of the year. We're not predicting he's a guaranteed first team All American. Braden Smith is still the Big Ten player of the year. Like he's just one of the best players in the league, though. Like pretty clearly, I think. And could he underwhelm? Absolutely. But there's also a world where like he lives up to this that doesn't require Michigan to win a national championship, right? I just don't think the expectations have been all that crazy for him, unless I'm missing something.
I, I mean, yeah, I think that's probably fair to say. I mean, you're getting one of the best players in college basketball, though, right?
But that's just what he is, right? That's not even like expectations. Like if we're just saying he is one of the best players, then like that's we think he's good, right? Like I guess the expectation is what does Michigan do? They finish eighth nationally and second in the Big Ten, and Yaxel's a first team All Big Ten player. Those aren't crazy expectations to me because he's good.
Yeah. So, and if he doesn't do that, then that will be underwhelming.
Crazy expectations would be like Michigan's guaranteed Final Four team. Yaxel's the national player of the year. Move over Braden Smith, but nobody's saying that.
When we come out with like our Big Ten things and like our preseason All-American teams and things like that, where will you have Yaxel?
Between second and fourth, he is in the exact same pool with Donovan Dent and with Trey Kaufman Wren,
Okay. Yeah, that's I think that's fair.
which I don't think is crazy. Is all I'm saying. I don't think that's like putting too much pressure on him. I think that's just like who he is. He's the highest rated player that chose to come back to play college.
Yeah, and but that here's the thing, whether you want it to or not, that's gonna I don't even know what the expectations are, but they're going to be him because of this whole saga, I feel like. Maybe it's the saga that's adding to it, but like there's gonna be I don't even know what they are, but there's going to be these expectations given how this played out.
Well, that angle of it is like what happened to Coleman, right? People know you're the highest paid player. There's going to be pressure for sure. But I guess the difference in my head is like Coleman went to a team that clearly didn't have the pieces it needed to win. And also, respectfully, he was Coleman. And Coleman's always been more of a complimentary guy, not the alpha star of a team. So, like Great Osibor, maybe you could say he was the underwhelming guy, but again, Washington didn't have the other pieces. So, like, don't we agree? Like, Yaxel's probably better than both those guys, and Michigan's pieces are better.
Yeah, I would
So
say
it's
so.
harder. It's harder for me to see it completely combust, and I guess that's where the conversation is for me. Is like Michigan could just be good, and Yaxel's like second team All Big Ten. I don't think anyone will notice or call that like a huge bust. But they would
Mm,
notice if like Michigan's a bubble team or Yaxel is like not a top 15 player in the league because that's what happened to Coleman and Osibor. But I don't think that's all that possible for Michigan to be
yeah,
honest.
that's fair.
All right, sorry. Comments?
Yeah. Ooh, let's see here. Did you do no, we already actually I know that we did that. We did the depth question. We did that. Okay, let's start today with War Chant. Prayers and quick recovery to Sleeper's favorite piano player, Billy Joel, who canceled his entire tour due to brain disorder. That's very sad. I
We
hope
did that
that
one yesterday
you did
somehow.
that. Okay. Did you do I Maynard, Cedric Coward, Duke legend?
No, I don't think so.
Did you do what's the worst athletic injury you guys have ever suffered?
Yes.
Okay. What was yours, by the way?
I don't get injured. Mentally weak.
Oh, damn. Okay. Let's see here. We'll start today with UConn 99. Have a feeling there may not be shorts on the four following players, so maybe you could just give a quick comment on each here. Mahaney going to USC
Did
Santa
that
Barbara.
one.
Good God, man. Did we do the Malik Perry flirt? No, we
So
didn't do it.
we
We did
little
yesterday.
constructive feedback for ourselves. When you and I are alternating days now, we've got to leave a mark on where we're at.
God, all right, here we are.
That's on
Malik
me.
Perry.
I should have done that yesterday, and I didn't.
Also, I just got to look at the date. I'm bad with dates. That was 5/24 at 11:04. I should have known that got read. All right, Malik Perry. I'm gonna bury the whole Angel versus Clark comparison. It's a bad look for the WNBA. There was one Illinois and two Purdue fans trying to support her stats. Like, really? What what's some players you believe will drop out of the draft?
Um, I don't. I mean, we're kind of they all announced today for the most part, right?
Yeah, so just check out the channel, Malik. Malik, once
Yeah.
again, I think MSU should be outside the top 30 until we actually see them play like last year. I think the ceiling will be higher, but the floor could be lower.
I think the roster belongs in the 30s. I think the Izzo bump is real, and that puts them in the 20s. You got to put a Michigan State team around top 25 until further notice.
I think so as well. Everyone is saying we lost a lot, but the stats show a lesser loss than people think. Jace is going to be the biggest hit, then Akins and Holloman. I think the success is blinding people from the facts and the flurry.
That's 80% of your backcourt production.
I'm dying. He said it's a lot less than you think. It's just Jace, Akins, and Holloman.
Yeah, it's just our entire backcourt except for a point guard that played 24 minutes a game last year that can't shoot. Like, and
This
also not only that, you also lost your starting center. And wasn't there another guy in the front court they lost, or am I tripping?
Don't call that guy our starting center.
Oh, well, he was.
We lost Xavier Booker.
Oh yeah, my bad. The 5-star, the only 5-star on the program.
Let's go with, let's see. War Chant says, congratulations on breaking the streak to Brian Ralph. Don't even know what that streak is, but good on him. Sleeve Nash, take a moment to really think this through before you answer. Who's the better duo, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander and Jalen Williams, or Jason Tatum and Jalen Brown?
Really, really, really begrudgingly, Tatum and Brown are better.
I think it is Tatum and Brown, even though, I don't feel good about that though, but it
Tatum
is.
and Tatum and Brown are out partially because they were bad and had issues, but also partially because Porzingis disappeared. And I don't know. I
And
just
Tatum lost his Achilles.
like Chet's incredible, and there's so many other guys contributing to the Thunder right now. SGA and Jalen are great, but yeah, I think Tatum and Brown are still those two.
Yeah. Let's see here. War Chant. Mike LaTulip on WGN's nightly sports show at the regular news. Mike is becoming big time being on Chicago area TV. Just a step below sleeper spot on WCIA in Champaign. Talked about the Bulls draft choice, a handful of other players, including KJ and Fears, Illinois' incoming players, and even Yaxel and Michigan talk. LaTulip wants the Bulls to draft Carter Bryant. Any thoughts?
I've not been a Carter Bryant guy this whole time, so I'll let you speak on that because you are.
So I'm a Carter Bryant guy. I don't like the fit for the Bulls because like the Bulls have Patrick Williams, and like I think one of the best case scenarios for Carter Bryant would be Patrick Williams. So I just don't. I think they need more front court help. I'm sick of watching Nikola Vucevic play for the Bulls. I'm so serious about it. It pisses me off to my core. Um, we'll see. We're gonna go with. War Chant, I love your comment. I'm not skipping it. I just don't think it necessarily fits in what we're doing right now. But I do agree that local TV does mishandle how you can watch your local sports teams. It was a very long comment regarding that, and I do agree with you on that one. Um, Condolences to the people who paid top dollar to sell at the United Center for Clark. Guessing the secondary market goes down to $1 tickets, even though the dates become closer, like it is sometimes does for the White Sox games. Is that because Caitlin Clark got hurt? I'm guessing.
Probably. That makes sense.
That's tough for the WNBA. Free Caitlin Clark, get better, please. I think the NCAA, this is War Chance, should let Gottlieb's team in the TBT, but they have to play a playing game against a Green Bay alumni team coached by Dick and Tony Bennett. I was waiting for the best T by TBT team squad ever to be entered in the tournament, which is Sleepers Media All Stars. Would love to see a team line up against Gottlieb next year. It would be fire. I would
That
love to
would
see
be
them do
really
that.
fun. Yeah.
We need to
I mean,
get that.
we need to become rich and powerful enough to do things like that, you know?
Would we play?
No. No.
Fuck that noise. I'm starting for my TBT
No,
team.
I'm coaching and I'm like making a scene as the coach.
You're not starting me?
I'm like I would get in multiple conflicts with players.
I don't know how to feel about that.
Yeah.
T Steffi, hey guys, if you could interview one person in sports history, who would you choose and what questions would you ask them?
First name come to mind right now is TKR.
I honestly TKR for me too.
Um, Man, that's so tough in sports history. I'll give like a genuine answer probably. I think I'd want to talk to Kobe, just given that he's passed away. I don't think I realized the impact he had on my life until he was gone. I don't know what I would ask him. I'd have to think about that.
Yeah, the thing is, I think it'd be Kobe for me too, and I don't even necessarily know if I'd have questions. I kind of just like want to like like his mentality stuff to me is just fascinating, and I low key think I need some, and I just hope he'd rub off on me to be honest with you. Yeah, so R.I.P. to
Actually, I
mom.
have a different one just because that felt too cliche. I would love to ask Carmelo Anthony if he feels that he was robbed the success that LeBron received.
Ooh,
Like, you came in and it was you two. You were arguably more NBA ready than him for a year. As time went on, his longevity and his greatness came. But like, you kind of situationally got screwed multiple times. You didn't get the Miami Heat invite at the time that D Wade and Braun did. You just, I don't know, the Knicks stuff never worked out. It wasn't always your fault. You could have immediately won with the Pistons. Like, there's so many different ways Melo should have won a ring. And like, after all of it, is he envious of that in some major way?
yeah. Throw LaMarcus Aldridge on my list too. All hail the Pope. Who do you think will win the college football championship?
I mean, way too early. Give me Ohio State. I just like Downs and Jeremiah Smith are so good.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and lean into Arch winning one, just
Be
being
fun.
special. Yeah,
Be
just give
fun.
me Texas. I have no clue about anything else outside the roster. Yeah, that does it for the comments today.
Good job, comments. We love you, comments. Join the Discord. We're brought to you by nothing. This is an endless void for all of eternity. It's just Carter and myself and our little minions, and you, our loyal listeners. And that's it. Let's get to our show. Topic number one today. I think we have enough data at this point to know what some plan A and plan B decisions, strategies were this offseason, and I want to evaluate them. Basically, a team had a plan A, maybe went with a plan B, or vice versa. And which do we think is going to work out? Which one is not going to work out? I'll give you an example, and then you'll start to get this as we go. Any questions? You're making a face.
I was gonna make a joke, but yeah, I get the exercise.
Okay. Do you get the? I know exercise is hard for you to get sometimes.
Yeah, I get the exercise.
Okay, good. Andrei Stojakovic versus Dame Sar.
I'm sorry. Um,
Dame Sar was Illinois' plan A. He backed out. Andrei Stojakovic became plan B. Which one will actually be the more valuable player? In the context of Illinois as well.
Honestly, I think Stojakovic. I think Stojakovic. I think Dame Sar has a lot with him. Also, that I think Duke can withstand what Dame Sar show might be. I don't know if Illinois could. I think it might have broken Illinois' team. And also, like I like Dame Sar, but I do think he's more prospect than player at this point.
Little older, little more polished shooter slash scorer. Yeah, I
Yeah,
agree. Illinois' plan B ended up better for them with Andrei Stojakovic. Sticking with Dame Sar, Duke's plan A was Cedric Coward. Duke's plan B was Dame Sar. Which one will have ended up being better for Duke? The one they got or the one they wanted?
I think Plan A would have worked out better in this case.
Okay.
I think Cedric Howard, kind of to the same point. I just think his readiness and what he could be for this Duke team would have fit seamlessly. And I think he would have been incredible for Duke this year. And they would have probably been my national title favorite, I think, with Cedric Howard.
Okay. Yeah, it's hard to say otherwise just because of how much he's blown up at the combine. There's part of me that thinks like Sar being a freshman might mix in with Duke's youth a little better than
Mm.
Cedric Howard being like this older guy that carries some like NBA superstardom expectations. But I don't know. I don't think there's going to be a noticeable difference. I will say that. We think Howard's slightly better, but I think Sar will be almost as good. How about Memphis? Memphis wanted PJ Haggerty, offered him $3 million that he turned down. They ended up with Doug McDaniel. PJ's the better player, but is there any way that this works out better for Memphis with Doug?
Mm. To be honest with you, no, and I love Doug, but I just think that PJ should have stayed at Memphis, and I think that he had the right situation to do what he wants to do there and get paid what he wants to get paid. Um, it's an unfortunate situation for Doug, given how good PJ Haggerty is.
Yeah, I think that's the correct answer too. PJ is just a better player as much as it pains me. I don't know if this one is as one for one as the others, but my interpretation of how it went this offseason was very much this. Kentucky wanted Lamar Wilkerson. He made that public back out, said he didn't want to just be a guy. And then, like a day later, Kentucky stole Denzel Aberdeen from Florida. Which one would have worked out better, Lamar Wilkerson or Denzel Aberdeen for Kentucky?
I know this is gonna not come or be well received, but I want to keep it very, very simple here. Lamar Wilkerson's a better player than Denzel Aberdeen.
Okay, I'm actually going to fight you. And I know that's crazy because I've not been an Aberdeen guy all year. I don't think either one would have been all that special at Kentucky. Give me the guy that's coming off a defending national championship that you also just so happen to steal from an inner conference rival. I think there is some shit with Aberdeen that will matter coming from like an off the bench sixth man role that I think will end up being the role he plays at Kentucky. And if Lamar Wilkerson had ended up at Kentucky, I think he would have pouted the entire season.
I'm gonna start calling you Ant Edwards.
Why?
You love Plan B.
I do like Plan B. Oh my God. Florida, speaking of Florida, originally they wanted Des Claude. They ended up with Boogie Fland. Which one would have been better for them alongside Xavier Lee?
I think I like Plan B in this one because I like the fit of Boogie Flan next to Xavier and Lee a lot. I don't think it's being talked about enough. I actually think it works extremely well, and I think it's time to maybe take back the Des Claude blinders that I have on. I'm missing something here, I think.
I'll go with Boogie as well. Once again, Plan B. I just think he's a better player than Dez. But Dez might fit better with Xavier, but I don't know. Boogie's just better. They'll figure it out. Final one. This one happened this morning. Houston was gonna have Pop Isaacs. He was technically their plan B. He thought he was their plan A. Milos Uzan was actually their plan A. Withdrew, made their plan A their plan B. They're better with Uzan, right?
They're better with Uzan. I think Uzan, and this honestly, this isn't. I feel like this isn't fair to even Pop because like they're getting back their point guard, the guy that was on the team last year, and honestly, Pop's going to a good situation. I think in Texas A&M for him. So, um, both plans worked out for both respective teams, but the plan A being getting Uzan back is definitely the option I think Samson would have preferred in this one, and the end result.
Yeah. 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 Anytime you can turn down Pop, you should drink water. I'm so sorry. ESPN dropped their updated class ranking. Shout out to Jeff Borzello on this. This came out yesterday with some movement. Some guys that decommitted. Nico Bundalo, Braden Hawthorne was a late commit. They just had to shift some things around. So here's our reflected updates in our class rankings per ESPN. Duke as the number one class in the country in terms of incoming recruits, led by Cameron Boozer. Houston at 2 with Chris Sinak. Arkansas 3, Darius Acuff. All of those were in the previous update 1, 2, and 3. Florida's the big riser here. They were unranked in January and now have the number 4 class in the country between Koa Pete, Braden Burries, Dwayne Aristote, and Bryce James. Got a lot of guys you can believe in there at Arizona at 4. UConn at 5. Kentucky at 6. They've dropped 2 spots since January. They've been leapfrogged by UConn and by Arizona. Tennessee at 7 was unranked, but the addition of Nate Ament has skyrocketed them into the top 10. North Carolina at 8. Notre Dame at 9. SMU at 10. Some other ones of note to us, BYU at 13 with AJ DeBansa, the 13th best class, down 7 spots from where they were ranked in January. And I think there was one other one a lot lower that I wanted to get. Oh, yeah, Kansas, all the way down to 18 with Darren Peterson, down 3 spots from where they were in January as the 15th best class in the country. Your thoughts on ESPN's updated class rankings?
Yeah, I mean, the one that sticks out completely right away is the BYU one. That one caught my eye right away. I just don't think that. I think the Bansa by himself holds enough weight where he should be. They should be ranked higher because I mean, you look at like Tennessee at 7. That's really held on the weight of Nate Ament. Like I like Amari Evans. I think that's the other recruit that's coming in, but like. I feel like certain players should hold a little bit more weight, and you pointed the ones out that I think stuck out right away. I don't think that BYU or Kansas should be as low as they are, given that they have that one star player on their team that are coming in, especially BYU because I think they have a little bit more depth even in the class, right? Like they have Xavier Stan and they have I think Burgess is in that class as well. So I was very surprised to see them that low and for them to drop given who rose.
Yeah, I just feel like point blank, if you're arguing you would take classes that are ranked like 6 through 10 here over the class with AJ DeBansa in it, I don't even care if Chamberlain Burgess comes with him.
Yeah, like I like to that point, I really don't even mean to make this about putting other teams down, but I'm about to put some other teams down. I'm staring at North Carolina, Notre Dame, and SMU all in front of BYU. Like
In
respectfully, come
front
on.
of Darren Peterson?
Yeah, like come on now.
Respectfully, I don't care who else is. It's Darren Peterson and AJ DeBansa. Those teams have got to be in the top 10. Um, we we like everyone for the most part, right? You got to like do something real wrong for us to get mad at you for the most part. I certainly want to spread positivity, and the like Jeff Borzello rocks. I love that guy, but like they hadn't updated their rankings since January. Do I have that right?
Yeah.
I mean, doesn't that kind of just tell you where like recruiting coverage is right now?
I think there's a little bit of like with it, no one really even care about this.
Which is totally fine.
Yeah.
But I guess I don't know why we needed like a May update on this if it's like we haven't updated this in 4 months.
I honestly like I said, I love my folks. Borzello's my guy. There might have been a little bit, ah shit, team rankings. We forgot. Like we got to do high school ones.
Yeah,
Go
fell
ahead
off
and
the
play.
radar a little bit.
Give those a quick update.
Yeah, just not exactly. I don't know. That doesn't feel like it solidifies your argument on what you're doing when you like kind of show your work and you haven't worked on this in 4 months. I don't know.
Yeah.
Um,
Also, I want to make sure I'm looking at this correctly. Butler's at 25. Since January, Butler dropped 22 spots.
apparently so.
So back in January, Butler was the third.
No, no, no. Down from 22. They dropped 3 spots.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was like, what in the? Okay,
Yeah.
Uh, that's that. Okay, well now that okay, yeah, just no, no, no,
Why don't
no,
you just
no.
move on to the final topic?
I'm mad.
Third and final topic today is one of my favorite things to do with you every year, and it's where we get to claim our teams. You like to refer to a bunch of different teams as your teams, but I want to actually put it on record this year. I want to make you choose. So we're going to structure this like a draft. We can't both have the same team. If you want to steal a team from me, you want to block a team from me, like this is the voice, you have the opportunity to do so by taking that team. But ultimately, we're going to figure out what teams we're bandwagoning for next season right now. How many teams do you want to officially select as your teams? Do we want to do like four, six each? I'd like it to be an even number.
Okay, how I usually operate, I'd probably like 12, but for the sake of this exercise, let's do four,
Four each. Okay.
four each.
All right, so eight total teams will be selected. We are going to both agree to the terms here that if you select a team, that becomes your team. Like if Greg has a team, that's Greg's team. It
Mm.
cannot be Carter's team. Agreed?
Okay, all right, agree.
Okay. Do you want the first pick or the second and third pick?
I would like the second and third pick.
Okay. I'm going to go first, and I think I'm going to take the obvious one, even if it feels a little reachy. But if this team lives up to expectations, I would never forgive myself if I wasn't on the bandwagon. So BYU is officially my team.
I thought I could get it past you.
BYU is officially my team at
Thought
1-1.
I could do it.
Yep.
Damn it. Okay, I'm going to take. I'm going to take Houston, and
Okay.
I'm going to take Arizona.
That's fun.
Yep, Houston and Arizona.
Arizona's a good pick. Although I got to be honest, I don't think either of those were like super high on my want list right now.
I'm really focusing on myself.
I know you are. So I should probably focus on myself too, huh?
Maybe.
I don't know if you would even pick them because you hate some of the players on the team, but it's a team I have a genuine rooting interest for because of their point guard. And I think it'd be the coolest story if Purdue won a national title in Indianapolis. I'm taking Purdue.
Okay.
So I'm officially back on the Purdue bandwagon this year. Hashtag save the Big Ten. Ooh, this is where it gets interesting because I could play your game or my game. I am going to take. I'm going to take a team I know you want. I'm going to take the Louisville Cardinals.
Ooh, you son of a gun.
I really dig Ryan Conwell. Those guards are really fun. I wish the front court was better, but like if this team's like top five in the country, you know they're going to be fun to watch. And now they're mine, not yours.
That's the first pick where I'm like, I wanted them. The other ones you could have had. That's the one that I'm like,
You
damn.
you were never going to pick BYU?
Oh yeah, BYU too, I guess.
Yeah,
But
just
I,
Purdue.
I figured I wasn't going to get them. I thought that I could get Louisville from you.
Makes sense.
Um, so if I took Michigan, you wouldn't be allowed.
You're right. I
Not worth
did.
it.
I got to be honest with you. I thought about that as a reveal at 2-3, me taking both of our teams,
Hmm.
but I thought I could let it slip a little further in the draft.
Hmm. I'm going to take. Oh, I'm stuck here. stuck.
I mean, I
Uh,
will say, maybe this is some GMing. I don't know. Might want to protect your team. You just got onto like a strategy I had.
I mean, I only have two more picks, I think here.
You have three more picks,
Oh, I
right?
do. Okay, I'm gonna
Yeah.
take. Okay, the only reason I'm doing it, I know you won't pick them, but I want them, and I think you're gonna be a psycho about it. So I'm gonna take Texas Tech.
They were going to be in my next group.
Yeah, I'm gonna
They
take them because
were.
I know you were gonna take them out of spite.
And I no, I wanted Christian Anderson. I didn't want the rest, but it would have spited you for sure. Yeah.
So I'm gonna take them,
Good pick.
and I'm going to take. Ooh, I'm gonna take. I'm gonna take Duke.
You. That was up there for me. Oh, that sucks. I wanted Duke. This has turned into a little bit of a spite game, which is why I'm going to take Florida
Come on, you don't want them.
and I'm going to take Michigan State.
Oh, you're something.
You are no longer a Spartan fan for next season. That's my team.
That's fine.
Jeremy Fears, floor general. Woof
Good
woof.
luck with that. Let me know what that. You bought me hair dye, right? Why do you think I need hair dye?
I think it predated Jeremy Fears, to be honest with you, but that's okay.
Because of this shit right here is why
All
I need
right.
it.
All right. So my update, I have BYU, Purdue, Louisville, Florida, and Michigan State. You have four teams. You have two picks left.
I have two picks left. I'm going to take.
You have Houston, Arizona, Texas Tech, and Duke.
I am going to take. Oh, I'm going to take Arkansas,
Good pick. They were on my list.
and I'm going to take UConn.
Also on my list. Wow. See, the thing I do like about this year, I think our top 10 to 12 are pretty similar. We like a lot of the same teams right now.
I rock with these teams.
Yeah, I do too. Okay, that makes it easy on me. I wasn't sure if I was going to pick them or not. I'll take Michigan.
There
I
we
like
go.
them. I like what they've done.
Is that three Big Ten teams for you?
Yeah, I have Purdue, Michigan, Michigan State, Florida, Louisville, BYU. You have Houston, Arizona, Texas Tech, Duke, Arkansas, UConn. Nobody took Illinois. So let me just name some notables we didn't pick. No Illinois, no Kentucky. Does that say anything about those two programs in our mind?
I, for the record, I did consider Illinois.
I considered Kentucky.
I did not consider Kentucky.
I did not consider Illinois. Interesting.
Oh, there we go.
Interesting. All right. Do you feel that either one of us won that draft?
I'm gonna go wait and see motion here. Wait and see.
Yeah, I like both groups. I think your Texas Tech, Duke, Arkansas, UConn was the final four in sequence I wanted. So you kind of forced me down the Michigan State path, but yeah, I'm happy I got BYU, Purdue, and Louisville at the top for sure.
Yes, sir.
One big thing presented by absolutely no one. No one cares about this program. Not even a little tiny little bit. What do you got today?
Good word. My one big thing is my new iPhone finally came. And I don't know what I was doing before. I had a 13, Greg. We're now on iPhone 16. So I finally got the upgrade. I got the 16 Max, and my life is just completely changed. This phone is just so much better. No more drop calls, no more missed texts, no more phone freezing, no more any of that. I'm just completely a new man with having this phone. Also, on that same token, there's nothing scarier than not having a case for your phone. Now, I ordered one. It just hasn't come yet. And every single step, I'm just in fear that I'm going to drop this thing and it's going to be toast.
Yeah,
I don't get how
you
people
beat me to that. I was gonna say, do you not have that in a case?
don't have a case yet. And honestly, I have no clue how people actually live life with their phone without a phone. Because there's people that do that. There's people that just raw dog the world with their phone. I don't know how people do that.
Yeah.
My anxiety is through the roof that this phone is going to break.
Yeah, it would be a massive shame if you dropped that phone today.
Come on, man. Come on.
I would
Come
hate to see that happen.
come on, please.
I don't want to see you drop that phone. I don't want to see you crack it. It looks brand new and spotless and perfect.
And to think I complimented your shirt.
It would be an utter shame if something happened to
That
it.
shirt flammable?
That's a crazy question. Honestly, we gotta start whipping that out at random people at the bar. Hey, I love that shirt. Is it flammable? Oh my God. My one big thing, you referenced it at the top of the show, kind of stole a little flavor from me here. But I woke up today to feed Banks at roughly 5:20. And the whole time, normally it takes about 30 minutes to feed him in the middle of the night. And the whole time I was eyeing this, like, damn, am I gonna go back to bed? Am I not? This seems like a bad time to go back to bed. And just gave it a shot. Got up, 5:50, brushed the teeth, a little splash of water, walked out the house, tied my running shoes on, ran to the gym at 5:55, entered the gym at 6:05, worked out at the gym till like 6:45, walked home from the gym. I'm in the door at my house by 7:02. Quick hop in the car, grab a coffee, shower. Boom, the kids weren't even up yet. By the time
Mm.
I got home, I feel like a new man, and I need to make this a new part of my routine.
I'll talk to you at 3:30.
Goodbye.